Did I pop a head gasket somehow? All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. So last time you saw me, what was the last time? Oh, we had the Blazer, right? You can kind of see it, maybe. It's out there. It's out there. Anyways, so last time you saw me, I introduced the Blazer and trying to figure out what we're going to do with it. There's a race coming up in March, early March, and we're trying to figure out if it'll go 775 for an index. Might be able to put a radial on it just for it's better than a street tire, so I might do that. We're not too sure yet, but today's video is all about did I blow up my car? Well, I guess not blow it up. Did I pop a head gasket somehow? Alright, so let's see what I got going on. So, if you don't follow me on Facebook, you may not have seen that the car was overheating on the street, and then eventually would bowl over. It would get really, really hot. And so what I did is I made an air duct right here, and then there's an air lip right down there. You can kind of see it right here. So hopefully the air comes in here, hits here, goes up, and then comes up. You can kind of see it back here, hits this plastic part, and then has to go through the radiator. I also made a shroud, kind of hard to see. Made a shroud for the fan, didn't have one before, and then I still was having problems. So what I noticed, so this is the exhaust coming from the header. Well, it was really, really close to the water pump, so whenever it would get, the exhaust would get hot, it would heat up the water pump and pretty much do, or the radiator would just do nothing, right? It would cool down in the radiator, and then it would heat back up right there at the water pump. So I got this motion bracket, rather than just making one, because it's way cheaper, and I made that little heat shield. I drove it yesterday, and it helped a lot. So drove it back from my buddy's shop yesterday, pulled it into the driveway, and it was like 197, which is perfectly fine, much better than what it normally used to be. Drove it in, and I pulled up and put it in the shop, and then I noticed a trail behind me. So the coolant had blown over, which didn't make any sense to me because it was only 197 degrees. Normally if it's like 220, okay, I could see that. And it just was killing me. Like I was thinking, like, man, maybe I blew a head gasket and I just haven't noticed it yet. But I felt like there'd be other signs. So I went to O'Reilly's and I grabbed this pressure radiator cap pressure tester thing. Well, I pumped it up to 20 psi, and it's been going for a few minutes now, and kind of hard to see, but I mean, it's still holding at 20 psi, and it's been 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go with maybe I didn't blow a head gasket, and I think I might have found the problem. Normally radiator caps you see are like 18 to 20, even 30, 10 to 15. Well, this thing's got a 7 psi one. So anytime it sees over 7 psi, it's gonna open, allow coolant to go into the overflow. So I think that was probably my problem. Hopefully I'm gonna keep letting this test go, making sure I don't see any leaks or hear any leaks or anything like that. But I hope that's the problem and I didn't just blow a head gasket. So So yeah, stay tuned.
A few moments later.
All right, so I'm going to chalk it up as that's what the problem was, that 7 psi cap, because I left it was between 17, 18, or 17, 19 psi, and it didn't really move for 15, 20 minutes. From what I can read on the interweb, that's when you have a problem. You'll put it up there, and then it'll slowly start coming down. So shout out to O'Reilly's for having that loaner tool program. It would have kind of sucked to buy that tool for $150, and then have to replace head gaskets on top of that if it was bad. So luckily, I just got to loan it, put a $150 charge on my card, and then when I take it back, they'll remove the charge. So thank you, O'Reilly's, for having that available for me. If you don't use that, if you don't have O'Reilly's or whatever near you, yeah, that kind of sucks. But AutoZone does the same thing. I think Pep Boys as well. So whatever shop or whatever auto parts store you like. But the main thing, I'm just glad that we don't have a blown head gasket. Hopefully it's just that cap. We're gonna put a better cap on there, like 18 to 20 psi, and then go from there. See if we just fixed our problem. Hope we did. All right, catch you next time.